Welcome back to Satisfactory. We're here to build some fused modular frames on top of our heavy modular frame factory. We don't have everything we need to build it, but in order to get everything, we need to make room. So we're going to start building. And we need the fused. Let's see which way we want to go on this. I do think this is the way. Well, hold on. Ooh. No. This is definitely the way. Oh. This is actually wrong. I'm gonna have to change that. So we have this little lift on the outside of this, so we're just gonna leave ourselves a one foundation alleyway. Can't always tell that it's rotated in the right direction. Looks like the reinforced plate was the deal breaker. I've got both of these casings. I think, well, here's the thing. I could output the casings much easier this way. I think we'll do a skip here, actually, if we can fit it. Well, you might not be able to. We'll give both of these equal opportunity at this first one, and then we'll connect the last part of it. Maybe we could squeeze in some power. Okay, so now we got to get nitrogen gas in. How much nitrogen? We don't really need a lot. 37.5 nitrogen gas per minute, but this thing can take on 240 nitrogen gas per minute. No problem. And the demand is only 37.5. So I think this calls for an under. Well, I should probably build this one first just because it's more in the way. So this connects all of the empties. I'm gonna end up wishing I had collected the empties in reverse instead of sending them down like this. connecting all the nitrogen gas here. Then we need a good connection of power. Uh-oh. We ran out of power slots on this. Thing's already full of nitrogen gas. We really don't need a ton of heavy modular frames, 1.5 per minute, even if we build a full 30 machines. That's basically no items. Okay, that's that. Now all we need to do is add in a little bit of heavy modulars. And while this first section is getting built out, we're allowing ourselves to collect things in the digital depot. Some things though, like these steel pipes, need to be dragged in so there's room. The computers are the problem because it's going to take a while to make all those computers. We might have to infinite lift this. I guess we'll pop up, run over, then drop back down. Kind of a weird turn. And then it'll just be a matter of whether or not this particular line ends up being important or not. There we go. So now we're making fuse frames 1.5 per minute. At some point, and I think we're at that point, you start to lose the ability to do massive numbers. The fuse frame. We need radios to go next. Ooh. We might have to take a second here to build out our computer section. Well, that's definitely something for the next video. Let's get this video done. Looks like it's going to be a tiny gap no matter what. Is there a slight... No, that doesn't seem to be... What is justifying this gap? Do I care? If I'm going to do it, I might as well put it on a half. Make it a real gap as opposed to an accidental fake gap. I don't think you have reinforced frames. Yeah, we haven't even connected all these, but this is already full, so we're making plenty of reinforced frames. Really, the question is, have we set up for enough capacity for everything? I think the answer is yes. Once we get all that other stuff connected, it'll be fine. Right now, I'm just going to steal some reinforced plate, which is ready to reload, so I don't feel bad. We only need 10 more computers, so those will make themselves, so I'm not going to worry about collecting those. Just going to go over here and get these aluminum sheets. Pretty close to just taking all the sheets so we can build belts, right? Suddenly I'm reminded why I normally put more than one power pole in these blueprints. Exactly enough capacity is never enough. So now the question is, I mean, I could theoretically just put a bunch of these out like this. I'm just gonna move the empties and whatever else is on this level. Though it concerns me that there's nothing on this level. I expect to see something flowing here. Ooh, that's really loud. I think our major crashes have caused our settings to adjust. Just checking this line. Uh-oh. Did I put this in the wrong place? Yes. And down here, we just don't have a lot of casings. I think we can grab some manually. You know I love a good pre-fill. So, interesting thing is, we're going to have... So it's going to go back this way. It's going to end up over here. We could store it going this way, but we're going to have both the empties and the fused. The actual target of this whole build. Why aren't you getting nitrogen gas? Oh, I haven't connected those belts yet. That'll do it. That'll do it every time. I think right now, though, I am going to stick with my thought that let's just get the storage done on these. So on this, we gave ourselves a very odd amount of space, which is different than the amount of space we did on this side. Oh boy. That's not great. I think whatever's left on this build is what we're going to do. We're not going to try to go for the full whatever. This line is it. We're not going to have like 3 left over. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 27 instead of 30. That's probably enough. $27 times 75. Oh, that's still a whole lot of casings. Divided by 780. 2.5 belts worth. Yeah, that's plenty of casings. My primary concern here is that we wanted to use up the casings that were on the... that were coming out of this light metals factory right there. So we'll do an injection on that. I think we need to get in here and set some belts up. There's our fuse frames. I need an upgrade for my light. Right, so now the empties and the fused frames, effectively both of our outputs here. You could say the empties are a byproduct. I'll probably fully connect all of this off camera. I just want to get the storage of these and the shipment of the empties done. So now the question is, how do we store these? One line for... Which one do I want? Do I want my only? I think I want my only. We still have that one... we still have that one frame in here. So I don't think we need to worry about anything else. The only thing we care about... All the rest of this can just store locally. So we'll just connect this to this. Let this be our empties. We need more storage. Or we just choose half storage and be done. Nah, we should probably go ahead and fill this all the way out. We have used all of our stuff. Holy moly. Let's set ourselves a budget on our only storage here. One, two, three, 4, 5. So 30. The only thing we're missing are steel beams. I might have an old steel beam factory that we can pull in. I can't remember if it's here or if it's over here. I think it's over here by this coal that we haven't pulled in yet. Sometimes it's nice to be able to just go over to a place and pick up a ton of stuff. Why are these belts so slow? Holy moly. Did I really put this in that early in the game? Or Mark 1 miner made sense? $120 per minute is exactly what the demand is here. Okay, well that'll allow us to make a little bit more steel. Oh, we got all the uploaders, but we didn't grab any for ourselves. Maybe one more. All right. We're down to the storage. I really wish I could click on this to select it. That would be amazing. But no. Oh no, we ran out of pipes. Oh, somehow I only budgeted for 2 instead of 30? How did that happen? Oh yeah, we got all kinds of problems. I suppose that's probably enough. We really shouldn't have this many empties stored anyway. Somewhere on this line, or we're taking the nitrogen gas in, we need to get the empties out. That was all kinds of wrong. And we'll just connect it way out here so we can get past the overlapping on this side. We really should only need 1 belt's worth. I wish I could call that guy back and make sure he took some tanks with him. But that will ensure that, hey, those tanks are... Do we have a full one somewhere? This is us recycling. I mean, they want 3,000. We're drawing in a lot of aluminum ingots. That's probably bad news, but whatevs. That's why we have storage. I think I know where I can get some pipes. I like that these are now moving. We've emptied out so much stuff and added it to the main factory's flow that a lot of these things are moving now. Actually, there's probably pipes in here. We probably need to start cleaning this out. Still not enough. Wow. We're making heavy modular frames very consistently now, so and I think there's probably a dump point for screws. Apparently somebody in the main factory really wants screws. We need to use up these copper sheets. This is what's blocking this line, which isn't great. The dangers of the sushi belt. We're uploading. just not quite fast enough for a YouTube video. So we can pop back over and grab some of these beams by manual. And I'm pretty sure that right over here is where we have quartz crystal ready to go that isn't being shipped. Oh no, this is copper and coal. Quartz crystal is way over there. Trying to kind of coast our way back to our fused frame factory. I think we can pretty much make it if we're quick on the swap. Is none of this charged? I'm running around like I'm getting power out of that. That's better. The one heavy frame that we had from that mistake has finally been reclaimed. Let's get these stored and then we're done. These we want a good chunk of because fuse frames, we're not sure exactly when we're going to use them, and they stack horribly. I think they stack to 50. All those quartz crystals flying out of my pocket dimension. Then we'll set you to frame. Normally when you're hovering, things are easier because you've got more range. Come on. There we go. My alarm is going off. 1 second. Okay, I think that's it. And I think off camera, I'll just go through and loop the rest of these guys in. Come on. There we go. So now we just got to belt in a bunch of stuff, but we'll do that off camera. I think we're all set. And the only other thing I might want to check, let's check the nitrogen gas. Well, and we'll just use that as an ejection point. So the last one gets a little extra special attention. Well, you know, we're kind of close. Let's at least burn in the casing. I mean, I think we have time to just finish it. Let's just finish it. It's a two-parter. I already had done 2/3 of it anyway. That answers my question about where the nitrogen gas is. Oh, wow. I guess all the nitrogen gas made its way in either through normal methods or it's in storage somewhere. Oh, well, the guy at the end's got nitrogen gas and is making fused modular frames, so mission accomplished. Each one of these are basically going to hold on to 100 tanks, be ready to go at any given time. They're making 240 per minute, and each one's only consuming 37.5 per minute. Except for this last one, because we're going to make up for the fact that we didn't build a full 30 and overclock this last one. That gets us close to like 29.5 machines. He brought in 770 nitrogen. No doubt there's going to be additional needs for nitrogen. But honestly, the throughput on nitrogen is really nice. It's 1 on the input, but 4 on the output. That's really good as far as transportation goes. Yeah, halfway decent amount is making its way in here. Looks like we could use more nitrogen gas, but we're packing in 240 per line. Oh, we've got 4 lines going. We put in some serious infrastructure into this build. Wow. 4 lines at 600 times 4. Oh, that's enough for 10 machines. If we can pack in that much nitrogen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm sort of obsessed with 3s right now, so there's 9 instead of the full 10. Well, let's pop over here and see what the nitrogen gas supply is like. Oh, we're only dumping 1,500 per minute. And it's already maxed. So that's that. That's all the nitrogen we're going to get out of this operation. Actually, I want to check something. That more or less should mean that these canisters are empty. And they more or less are. Oh no, this one's full. That one's full too. It's possible that we need more empty tanks, but we should have plenty of empty tanks. No, all the empty tanks are waiting. So we've got plenty of empties. It's exclusively that we don't have enough nitrogen gas in here. It's having a hard time keeping up. As it should. 9 times 240. It's like 600 more than it's capable of. All right, well, that part of this factory is being fully utilized. Looks like we've got extra rocket fuel now. I might need to figure out a place to buffer some of that rocket fuel. Though technically it's buffered all over the place. I'm going to do a nice little inline storage here. This is a loop, which is dangerous. But this will offer us another 6 storage containers worth of storage. All right, I like that. I think we're done. This gives us a lot more storage. And the reason why I was doing that is because some of these machines had rocket fuel in them. So rocket fuel doesn't do us any good in this machine. We need to get it out into the world. My guess, we probably have some backups here still. Nope, but they're all full on rocket fuel, ready to go. I mean... Oh yeah, because I have a rocket fuel buffer here as well. Eesh. Well, I got plenty of rocket fuel. But I think that's because it's a rocket fuel factory. Yeah, we're officially done. I am happy with that progress. We got our fused frames in place. We'll have to decide if we want to try... I don't think we can make the pressures, which is one step away from getting the nuclear pasta. That takes radios. And radios is going to take something of interest. My first thought is that it would be kind of nice to use some of this quartz crystal. We've got lots of quartz crystal. And we've got lots of sheets of both kinds. So we could go with the heatsink version of this. The only interesting thing is that we need 15 heat sinks per minute, huh? This one you only make 7.5 per minute. What else do we do with this? Radios, cooling systems, and plutonium fuel rods. So the cooling system is definitely one that we have to do. Well, a giant heat sink floor might make sense. And here's some of that nitrogen I was talking about needing. But we'll definitely deal with that in a future video. I keep threatening to quit, but I'm going to come back over here real quick just to see. Uh-oh. We don't have enough fuel to make it the whole way. Well, our casings are getting used. Our casings are getting used, and this light metals factory is really getting used now. Why is this blinking yellow? Fluid tanks aren't getting shipped out. Wait. Where are the fluid tanks getting shipped out? Oh, on the top side. So they're not moving out fast enough. But that's almost okay. So this guy's going to bring up 900 of these. And then it's going to immediately start to make room over here. But not all these machines are going to be able to move. I think this is fine. This capacity is good for when we need more nitrogen. I am not worried about that. If nothing else, it just means more casings for these guys. So you run the risk of wanting to debug the whole thing here. But I think this is fine for now. Somehow this is working perfectly. How many casings do we have left? Oh, we still got a good chunk of casings left. That's what? Oh, the bottom one's empty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 90,000 casings lying around. Okay, yeah, I think we're all set. We're using a lot of bauxite. I'm really happy with this light metals factory. And as this definitely prioritizes the tanks, because as the tanks back up, then we get to make more casings. But luckily, where we're currently using casings, we have a more consistent supply. We just overshot that. So this guy's complaining about not getting casings. This guy's totally full on casings. They have some casings, so I know that it's not totally disconnected. Yeah, it's unfortunate that this is on a single belt. It breaks down pretty quick, though. I'm gonna delete you, put you to here. One, two, three, four, five, six. How is that not in the right place? One last connection to inject these casings. So that basically freshens this belt up to a full belt at this point. And then as these guys... Ooh, that might have been better though, just to run it all the way down. I kind of like that idea better. Oh, look at that. It's like one belt section too long. That's really the ideal. And now this one has its own, quote unquote, its own casings line. So they should all fill up on casings real quick. I can't help myself. I have to go in here and manually boost these last couple. That'll help the rest of them as well. Now, what's going on with you? No heavy modular frames. Have I not connected this? You know, I said I was going to do all this off camera, but I haven't stopped recording, so let's finish the last line, it looks like. Oh, it looks like it's an easy one too. So this is good because this gives all of these nitrogen gas guys a little extra storage on their nitrogen gas. We're probably going to have to find another nitrogen gas solution. We're going to need another source. I mean, this one build consumed all of it. Now, a lot of it's because it's buffered. I mean, this is heavily buffered. All of our nitrogen gas is stored here. One packaged nitrogen gas has 4 nitrogen gas in it. So this is actually 400 nitrogen gas stored. But this machine only wants, well, this one wants 93. But a standard one only wants 37. All in all, though, I think all these blenders are ready to go. I'm just going to drop some additional casings out off over here, and then we're going to call it. Okay, I think we're all set now. Our empties are going back. I don't think they're getting stored either. So we could stand... We could stand and manually move some empties over. We'll move those empties, then we'll call it. So much better with drones. You know what? I forgot one other thing. We need to put a digital depot on there. Yeah, we can do the digital uploader later. I'm not worried about that. Uh-oh. I don't trust that. Sorry, drone. Fluid tank import. I should have left that alone, and I could have come down here and easily figured out where to inject these. There we go. Lots of empties for our rocket fuel and our nitrogen gas sections of our factory. Why aren't you moving? Oh, it's loading. Fluid tank import. What are you loading for? That doesn't make sense. I'm worried that I've blown this whole thing, but we'll figure it out in the next episode. Thanks for hanging out. I do appreciate it. We'll see you next time.